Go ahead and lay down in Shavasana, your head facing me. And close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it all out. Today is a magical Reiki supported yin yoga class. So, during today's practice, this is our second Reiki supported yin class. You guys liked it, so here it is again. If you weren't here for the first one, or if you're joining us for the first time online, Reiki supported yin is a practice where we will move through a series of yin yoga postures while reciting affirmations for each energy center. I'll also be sharing a little Reiki energy hands-on for those of you who are here. If that's something that you would like, you can raise your hand now. Okay. And for those of you who do not want hands-on, or if you are joining us online virtually from a distance or at a different time, this Reiki will be shared through a distance healing method. I will essentially be beaming Reiki at you, and during certain poses there will not be hands-on just because of the logistics of things. It wouldn't make sense. So, yeah, during this practice, really think about balancing and aligning as our main intention here. If you'd like to invite another intention into your practice that's a little more personal, you can feel free to do so. But let's go ahead and begin with just kind of a scan of our bodies. This is where we'll end up today. This is just a non-judgmental noticing, being a witness of awareness in our bodies. Just beginning at the crown of our head. In your own time, just move through, maybe down the spine, across the chest, the arms, the belly, the hips, and the legs, all the way to the toes. And really just notice how you feel here showing up right now. How do you feel as you arrive to the class? Do you feel any sensations in your body that you would like to release? Anything coming up that you're just noticing maybe you want to go into a little further as we move through the practice today? And just breathe, take a deep breath as you notice those points, and just acknowledge that the sacred space here is a time for you to balance and align these areas. And time to release any stagnant energies we may be holding on to. Your energy centers can carry imprints of our experiences, and they can become clogged, kind of like a funnel. If you think of them as a funnel moving through these spaces, you're taking in these experiences, words, thoughts, internally or externally, and maybe they move through these spaces with ease. Maybe sometimes they get stuck. And when these areas become backed up, it becomes more challenging for our energy to flow freely through our body. And it becomes more challenging for us to release. And so more buildup may happen. And we need to create space by releasing these energies that aren't serving us, by clearing these energetic fields so that we become more balanced and aligned with our favorite version of us. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. State your personal intention one more time if you have one, just to yourself. And when you're ready, meet me in a seated position. We'll begin with caterpillar pose. So bringing the legs out in front of us, toes flexed towards the body, towards the face, and finding a nice long spine here. Close the eyes, placing the hands on top of the legs, and just really feel the base of your spine, your sit bones here rooted into the earth. Here we are focusing on the root chakra. So see if you can draw your attention to this area. And just breathe into this space for a moment, closing our eyes. If you feel safe to do so, allows us to tune into what we are feeling here, tune into the sensations. Our affirmation here is, I am grounded and I feel secure. I am grounded and I feel secure. On the exhale, walk the hands out, keeping the spine straight. And then when you meet any resistance, just allow your head to hang heavy, your spine to round. You can also place blocks on top of your legs if you would like your forehead to rest on a block. And just keep drawing that awareness to the base of your spine. I am grounded and secure. I am grounded and secure. Remove any props. Gently walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. And just pause here for a moment. Roll the shoulders back down the spine. We'll move into butterfly. So drawing the soles of the feet together. Wherever is comfortable for you. You can place blocks under your knees if you'd like a little bit of support. And again, finding that nice long spine here. Sitting up nice and tall. Place the hands on the lower belly. And just breathe into this space, into your pelvic bowl. Our affirmation here is, I am creative and passionate. I am creative and passionate. And we can focus on the color orange here. If you'd like to imagine an orange light swirling through the space, moving through, clearing away, filtering out anything that isn't serving your creativity and your passions. Maybe think about what you're passionate about. What are your passions right now in this moment in your life? Maybe there are things you are no longer passionate about, and that's okay. We can release them. And it may reignite at some point. We can release them for now and make space for something new. On the inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine a little more and drop the shoulders down away from your ears. Think of your spine and your breath traveling from the base all the way to the crown of your head throughout this practice as you breathe into these spaces, keeping that central line of energy nice and open. Release the hands and gently bring the legs out in front, maybe shaking them out for a minute. We'll move into Sphinx pose, bringing our bellies to the mat. Legs out long behind you. Elbows under the shoulders. Fingertips spread nice and wide, and really think about pressing away from the earth here and kind of rising up, pressing the solar plexus into the earth. Breathing into the space. Gaze can come between the hands. You can close your eyes. Bring your forehead to a block if you'd like. Or let your head hang heavy. Our affirmation here is, I am confident and empowered. I am confident and empowered. And as we're thinking about breathing into the space, into our solar plexus, this is our place of our internal sun. This is our powerhouse, our place where we have the ability to alchemize, to burn away, to purify. So think about maybe in this space, purifying and releasing any stories you've been telling yourself about how you are not empowered. Maybe think about where you are giving your power away and using your internal sun to burn away these old stories, to clear the space, knowing that you are fully empowered to embark on your journey, whatever that may be. Maybe a new career, maybe a promotion, or this next step in a new phase of your life. Whatever is telling you you can't do this, think about sending it into that hot sun and burning it away, purifying your thoughts and intentions. Exhale, lower all the way down and bring your forehead to your arms. Just rest here. Breathe. And draw the hands under the shoulders. Press back into tabletop. And we'll bring our blanket to our mat in case we have sensitive knees like me. And then let's bring our blocks about the width of our shoulders here. As we move into melting heart, place your elbows on the blocks and make any adjustments that you need to allow your heart to sink through the shoulders here. You can also take a child's pose here if you'd like. Maybe a wide-legged child's pose, and then moving the blocks to the front of the mat and placing your hands on top and just allowing your heart to come through here. That's another option. Our affirmation here for the heart is I am loving and compassionate. I am loving and compassionate. And breathing through the heart center here. Think about the heart opening up to the earth and releasing. And anytime this becomes a little too intense, feel free to move into child's pose or take whatever posture you would like to feel fully supported, even sitting with your hands over your heart. We carry a lot of grief and sadness in our hearts. Breathe and allow it to release. Gently walk your hands back and move out of the pose. And come to laying on your back for supported fish. You can place a block the middle where you're between your shoulder blades, or you can use your bolster. You would like more support or a more gentle variation. And just allowing your body to rest here. You can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open. You can bring the legs out long in front of you or keep the knees bent, feet hip distance apart. If you'd like to use blocks, place a second block at the top of your mat to rest your head on. And our affirmation here is for our throat chakra. So here in supported fish, we are thinking about opening up the throat. And our affirmation is, I am authentic and express my truth. I am authentic and express my truth. Arms can come out to a T, hands can rest on the rib cage, or elbows bent and forearms pressing into the earth. I am authentic and I express my truth. There are many times as we move through our day where this may not be true, especially for those of us, for anybody, but Many of us who identify as women feel that our voices are not heard, that we can't be our fullest selves, that will be too much. We can't say what we need to say. As you're breathing through this space, think about clearing away any of those encounters that you've had recently, anything that may be sticking there. Any tightness, moving through the space, a blue light swirling through here, a wheel moving energy through, clearing it out. Each exhale. Last breath here, and then gently, in whatever way is intuitive to you, move out of this posture. Maybe rolling to one side or using the arms to support us as we make our way up. We'll move into a wide-legged child's pose. So bringing the knees width of the mat. Pause here and really feel the hips sinking down into the earth here. Take a couple of breaths, just allowing the hips to sink down. Reaffirming your connection to your root, to your intention, to the earth. And when you're ready, walk the hands out in front and bring the forehead to the mat or to a block. Paying close attention to the contact your third eye, that space between your eyebrows, has with the earth here. This is our place of intuition, of our inner knowing, of our wisdom. And our affirmation here is, I am intuitive and wise. I am intuitive and wise. We can think of a deep indigo moving through this space. Sometimes I like to think about as if there was a wind carrying the whispers of my inner wisdom, the whispers of my ancestors, of the collective, and hearing that within, moving through this space, affirming and knowing that this wisdom is within me, that I trust my intuition, and letting go of any doubts that are moving through this space, releasing them into the earth, allowing them to be put to rest. Draw the gaze towards the hands and gently walk the hands back, coming into an upright position. And pause here, just allow yourself to recalibrate, to come back to center. We'll move into an easy seated pose. So in Sukhasana, so with your legs crossed, if you would like blocks under your legs, you can. Your hips tend to get really sore, your legs go numb, sometimes that can be helpful. And find that nice long spine, our sit bones connected with the earth, maybe moving any little fleshy parts out of the way. Feeling very rooted here. Our crown reaching towards the universe, towards the sky, shoulders down away from the ears. Our affirmation here, I am connected to the divine. I am connected to the divine. And whatever that looks like to you. It can be a connection to your truth, to the cosmos, to a god, gods, goddesses, whoever, whatever. And maybe think about that line of energy from the base of your spine. Breathing up this central channel again, all the way to the crown, and as if there's a line, a string connecting you to whatever is around, above, within, whatever it is, pulling you a little longer, a little higher, deepening the connection. This can be, I am connected to my truth, whatever resonates with you. Let go of any tension anywhere in your body. Follow the breath as it travels from where we started at our root, through the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, our third eye, to our crown and beyond. And breathe here in alignment. Feel the energy flowing, an effortless tide. Go ahead and move into Shavasana for a period of today's class. I felt called to use the singing bowls, so go ahead and just relax into Shavasana. We'll have an extended Shavasana today. So take up some space on your mat. Use any props that you need to feel comfortable. For those of you at home, lay down wherever feels comfortable for you. Get comfy, settle in. Take a couple of deep breaths. And begin that scan at the top of your head, all the way to your toes. This is where we started our practice today. Just notice how you feel here. No judgment, no attachment to feeling any type of way. Just noticing. Notice any differences without making them positive or negative. Just notice. And when you are ready, you can make tiny movements. Start to wake up the body. Making your way to a seated position facing me. And everybody looks so sleepy and relaxed. Let's take a big circle sweep with the arms. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Reiki supported Yin Yoga practice. Thank you for being here to co-create this space of healing, alignment, balancing our energies. Place your hands over your heart for a moment and thank yourself for showing up today, for creating this space. Breathe here. Thank you, thank you, thank you to yourself. Being grateful for bodies that can move in whatever way they moved throughout today's practice. Grateful for bodies to nourish, for the breath, for the ability to be witness to who you are right now in this moment. It is my greatest wish that you can carry today's practice with you throughout the rest of the evening, through your week, through your month, through this retrograde. Aiming to be balanced and aligned, and know that at any time you can come back to this practice within or watch it on YouTube if you want. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale. Satnam. May you align with your favorite version of you. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.